I thought I was watching his apology video. I was not. So I saw that there were some tweets he put out not that long ago that were kind of like, it was like last week. He had another one of his like blow ups a little bit. I want control. And he yeah, it's one of those tantrums. Yeah, so he it was mostly on Twitter, which, by the way, I believe I was watching something and they were talking about it, and I believe, let me pull up Twitter real quick. Tweetar. I never go on Twitter. I do post there, like my go lives and stuff like that, a lot of the time. But I don't do anything here. Here you go. Pyromancer. I believe his account's deleted. Right? I should be careful about showing anything on Twitter. I didn't even think about that. But I saw something about his he deleted his what's it called? His Twitter, which is really good because pretty much like our consensus on everything was that he needed a break from the internet. Was pretty much what the consensus was that we had. He needed to step away. So if you see here, this is one we watched. Some reasons why I struggle. I thought this was the apology video. It was not. The Twitch ad drama video from the day before is the apology video. But then yesterday he released this video, accountability, and then today he released some things I can do about ads and new streamers. So both of these things seem really, really positive, especially this one saying accountability, because everyone in the chat can like here, let's play a little bit of it, right?
And I think that, and I put out a video a while back saying like Final Fantasy 14 is like therapy for me, and that
no, I don't.
Logical disorder that causes behavioral issues. ADHD is not being hyper, that you can't sit still.
So it was a lot of just saying, I have ADHD, this is my problem, blah, 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 which is really came off to not only like, I think everyone in the chat that was watching, that it came off very like disingenuous and like he was trying to hide behind it. But it seems very positive. So we're going to spend some time and we're going to watch all three of these, or maybe the first two. And then we'll watch the we'll actually watch the apology video to see what it did, and then we'll watch the accountability, and then maybe tomorrow we'll watch the things he can do. But let's see what's going on, what his actual apology video was, because I was even saying at the beginning of the video that he really should have separated them without even realizing that he did separate them. Also, he was really quiet last time.
All right.
He seems like a good volume.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor. I'm gonna be going by Taylor for you guys in today's video, just to make this a little bit more personal instead of Pyromancer, as most of you know me by, the entity that I use for all my
so also, if you don't know what it was that happened, let's pull up Xeno's video real quick over it. Here we go.
TLDR.
Oh, I didn't watch this. This is him watching the apology video. But he shows the tweets. There was, oh, and actually, let's pull up Asmon's video on it, because Asmon showed an extra tweet I didn't see, and Xenos didn't show. And this is actually where I found out that that he had deleted his Twitter, because I watched a little bit of Asmongold's reaction to it. Go to videos. Where's it at? So it was a little while ago. This kid is wild. Here you go.
We aren't.
So this was like his first tweet, something like that. So he tweeted out this really long tweet, and I'm just gonna read it out. Just saying the ad, just because his Twitter is deleted, so I can't find it. I have only used Twitter just to post stuff, but this is the drama that happened. So he said, just saying the attitude around ads and ad blockers being, I think this is another tweet he posted out later. So let's look at if I could find an earlier. So this was the first one that blew up that got him in trouble. He said 1 to 2 ads are, so one person said 1 to 2 ads are fine, but 8 unskippable ads makes the content unwatchable, especially live content. It's either ad blocker or I just don't watch at all. We are all going ad blind, and more ads they serve to us, the less we pay attention and the less our eyeballs are worth. He tweeted out, this was the start of it. Well, if you aren't subbing, then you may as well unfollow and leave the stream because you aren't doing anything to support the streamer. Sorry if that makes you feel guilty or something, but it's the truth. I think so that led into this long one that he tweeted out. No, that's a different one. I'll bring it up later. Yeah, here it is. Just saying the attitude around ads and ad blockers being the normal and acceptable thing to do is part of the reason why entitled viewers exist. We aren't worth anything monetarily in their eyes, and for some of us, myself included, this is our primary income. So when you brag or recommend ad blockers to other viewers instead of subscribing to get no ads or purchasing Twitch Turbo, you're kind of A, not supporting the streamer monetarily in any fashion and getting free content when you shouldn't be, and B, encouraging others to do the same. This guy obviously was very happy when Netflix got rid of the password sharing. I guess as both a viewer who watches streams without ad block and someone who subs to channels he genuinely doesn't want to miss moments of, it's confusing why it's acceptable to treat streamers this way. It seems to me to be such a common thing to be mentioned in streams nowadays. And I'm sorry, but if this makes you feel bad, you should. We aren't traditional media. We aren't megacorps with tons of shows and billion our backers. We are individual people and are often treated like we have these advantages of mainstream media that we simply don't. Mainstream media doesn't have the advantages that you do. They have a lot of other disadvantages. Lastly, it should not be frowned upon or socially acceptable for a streamer to say things like this because of perceived advantages. Being told you can't complain about something you've experienced, but I haven't, is pretty infuriating. So, yeah, he was blowing up on Twitter. Yeah, so it started because this one guy said was like complaining about like the ads on Twitch being like excessive, which I 100% agree. I was saying like there's the ad blocker and stuff like that, but Pyromancer's coming at it like very aggressively, saying like you need to be subbed to me or you're not supporting me. If you're not, then just get the fuck out. He was saying stuff like that, and like he came at it in a very, very wrong way. He was very angry, very aggressive, and like couldn't, like, I don't know, very out of touch too. Like, I mean, like, I don't really have disposable income to sub to people. Not really. So I mean, it's very, it does suck. And he came in a very kind of bad way. There's another one he tweeted. Okay, here's another one he tweeted that got him in a little bit of hot water a little bit too. This one not so much as the ads. Sorry to tell you this because it's gonna break your little heart, but if you're a streamer that doesn't even average 3 to 5 viewers, you aren't much of a streamer. Stop walking around spouting opinions about streaming as if you have any idea what's going on. Sorry, not sorry. Someone replied, like, with that small of an audience, streaming is a hobby that is not paying someone's bills, Ain't no way. So no ad revenue means nothing to a hobbyist because they have other forms of income. Therefore, their opinion on ad revenue is kind of moot. Yeah, but people who really wanted to be streamers have to open their annoying mouths to say their opinions that are based from a perspective of having failed to grow. Fuck them. So that's the problem right there. On like, yeah. So like I'll say this: I average 3 to 5 viewers. So I guess I'm by his first comment, I have the right to speak. One, thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate you guys. This is a hobby for me. This isn't my income. I couldn't make this my income. I'll say averaging this amount of viewers, you get like $20 off of ad revenue if you stream like quite a bit. In a month, yes. Not like a week, not a stream, in a month. So Pyromancer, who started his Final Fantasy 14, I think someone in the chat last time said he had like 10,000 viewers a stream while he was doing the MSQ. Yeah, that is, so 3 to 5 gets you like 20 a month. Let's extrapolate that. I mean, like, I don't even want to, I've worked all day. I don't want to do the math. Let's pull up a calculator. So let's say, we'll say 5 viewers gets you $20 an hour. So let's do 10,000 divided by 5. That's 2,000, right? Yeah. So 2,000. Huh? It's 40,000. Oh, yeah. Wait. 10,000 divided by 5 equals times 20. That's $40,000 a month. That is someone's annual salary a month. On just ads, not including probably like 150 plus subscribers at like a minimum, right? So plus you can get other sources of income through this as well, like any sort of what's it called, there's the Twitch bounties. There's what's the other one I'm thinking of? People who like pay you money to like promote them. Sponsors. Yeah, all this
sugar daddies?
that's chat. Twitch chat is sugar daddies. Yeah, sponsors, thank you. Yeah, all of this stuff can bring you in money. If you're actually able to average 10,000 viewers, just your ad revenue, which should be like your lowest revenues. I mean, I think probably subs would be your, I don't know. If you're a big streamer, probably subs will pass ad revenue. Yes, I don't know. So yeah, ad revenue should be your lowest, but if you're making someone's annual income a month on ad revenue, what? It probably doesn't scale the way I'm actually saying. It probably works on like a down curve. It's not 1-to-1, not exponential. Right, so it probably does tap out. He's probably not making 40,000 a month, but even like 20,000 a month, even half of that, even 10,000 a month, that is so much money on just the ads. So, I mean, that's the thing that's like crazy to me. Like your viewers blocking ads is not going to kill you. It's gonna hurt Twitch. Yeah, Twitch might have some problems with it, but at the same time, like, that's not what Twitch was about in the first place. And there's other ways to make your money, and there's other things you can do. Don't blame the viewers for taking incentives, right? Like, as people react to incentives, right? So if their incentive is, I want to watch content without ads, then they're going to react to that incentive. If you then push back and give them a ton of ads, because that's the whole reason why all media has moved to YouTube and to Twitch, because it was a bunch of good media with no ads. And TV, you had like 15 minutes of ads for like a 30-minute show. So people slowly move this way, and now this area is flooding with ads. So now you know what our incentive is to move away from ads? Ad blocker. That's exactly it. I didn't realize I didn't read your message yet. My suggestion to him: better don't reply immediately on any spicy reply he receives. Take time and have good sleep before replying. Often it clears up your mind and respond much better. I mentioned that. Like don't send your tweets out immediately. Like take a second and read it again and then reply. Um, but yeah, that's it. The last video we watched was him talking about how the internet is not good for him mentally because he has like some other problems. That was the whole video that we went over, and we all kind of ended with the consensus, or like I ended with the consensus. He needs to take a break. He needs to step away, shut everything down for like a month or something. Maybe he like slows his streams down, goes and gets a retail job for a little bit, like just do minimum wage job to tide yourself over, get away, unplug from the internet, and then amp your streams back up. Maybe, I don't know. Like if that's what you need for your mental health, then do that. Plenty of people have done that, right? One of my favorite YouTubers and streamers of all time, CNanners, he did that, right? It's possible. So that was kind of the consensus on that video. Now we're gonna watch. This video came out first, and we didn't watch it first because I didn't know it existed. But now we're gonna watch it. Let's see what his apology was to those tweets
and stuff. Well, what I had for Twitter. And I just want to have a really honest conversation with you guys. I'll leave comments open on this video. I know people are going to rip me apart. I think it was...
Wait, does he turn comments off on some of his videos? Like, that's kind of... Pyromancer. I don't even know how to check that. Besides, like, pulling up the actual videos. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that then.
Potentially a mistake in the past to have disabled comments, so I'll let you guys say what you
Yeah,
want to
he
say.
has in the past. Okay, yeah.
I am pretty known. I'm well known, not just in Final Fantasy, but in World of Warcraft as well, for not really thinking too much before I speak, and being reactionary
Yeah.
in nature with a lot of things. And that's true. It's really hard for me to take criticism and feedback without taking it as like a personal attack. This is something that I've struggled with for a very long time. I know that it leads me to, honestly, to just being a jerk a lot because of the way that makes me feel. In this case, you know, I said some shit on Twitter. I deleted my Twitter, for the record. I'll explain why. The reason why I deleted my Twitter, it's actually not the first time I've deleted my Twitter.
Yeah, so I was thinking, I didn't know that yesterday. I found that, or Monday. I found that out yesterday.
I don't think Twitter is very good for my health, or necessarily anyone's health for that matter.
There you go.
And when I go on there, I often it's like because I'm frustrated like about something and I like want to say something, and I think, especially since I don't really think it through, I just start typing things that, you know, it just comes out and it's not very good. And I think I just get myself in trouble, you know. It's like if some people had
100%.
like
Twitter's
a
a
fast
cesspool.
car, you know, it's better not to have a fast car because maybe they would speed more and they'd get themselves in trouble. Maybe it's better for me to not have outlets, especially like as someone who, you know, people like follow and stuff, you know, kind of like a YouTube figure, I guess, if you want to call it that. Like there's like extra responsibility that goes with that. And
You just had ads. Yeah, I know. Oh, you're out of the ads now? Yeah, I mean, he hasn't said anything like important yet. He's just saying like he deleted his Twitter, and that Twitter's not good for him. That's it. That's all he said. Yeah, I don't even think he's actually said sorry yet. Like actually said the words "I am sorry." I don't think so. Right? Go back to the beginning. He said, "I'm Taylor," for this, right?
All right.
Yeah, he hasn't said sorry. I mean, like, so far it's like kind of good. It's like him saying like I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. But I still haven't. He still hasn't said like I am sorry, which is like the two most important, or I guess three most important words, right? To be saying right now. Like you can say all this other stuff, but if you never say the actual words I'm sorry, then it kind of a lot of people just aren't. It's just not gonna hit for them.
And, you know, so I go on Twitter, and I basically say, so I saw. Let me explain the whole thing. So I saw a post from someone that was complaining that the price of
This is the other thing. The tweet wasn't even like at him. It wasn't a comment on one of his or reply to one of his tweets. It was just a floating tweet that started all this. So it was kind of like he had to put his own 2 cents in,
Twitch Turbo is going up. If you guys don't know,
which
Twitch
is also
Turbo
kind of
is
like
still a thing,
that's,
and it's a thing that allows you to not have ads on like anyone's streams. If you guys didn't know, if you subscribe to a stream, you don't have ads on that stream. That's one of the benefits of subscribing. Well, the person said something along the lines of, and I don't know. I'm not gonna make another Twitter to go back and find out. They said something along the lines of, you know, time to turn out.
so yeah. Then also I don't like that. He was just like, hey, Twitch Turbo exists, guys. By the way, he didn't fucking know. So stop fucking complaining is essentially what he said right there, which is, I don't know. I'm coming at this very negative. Hopefully the next 2 videos that he put out like yesterday and today twist this to more positive, but so far the video he put out after this one was we kind of critiqued it pretty harsh.
Ad block back on, like, this is ridiculous, like, you know, and I'll be recommending ad block for my viewers as well, and I'm like, well, you know, I not really thinking it through, you know, as I'm known for. I'm like, well, wait a second, like, advertisements like are beneficial for like the streamer, and you know,
There's another way to allow ads but watch the Twitch streamer nearly without ads. You mean like the pop-ups that show up on like the sides and stuff like that? And like there's like clickable ad banners. Those actually, if you actually click those for the Twitch streamer, they get more ad revenue than you just sitting through the actual like unskippable ads.
I was trying to take the stance of like, you know, what I initially said was
Yeah, well, so
retweeted
he was
it, and I
just
said,
talking about Twitch Turbo.
or, you know, consider subscribing to support streamers, you know, instead of using ad block, because I feel like using like ad block, you know, it's like fuck you Twitch, but at the same time, like, it does technically hurt the streamer too. But I made some other remarks after that that were more aimed at people that I don't think really were.
Yeah, that's essentially like working using a. Dude, you are so like I'm like the technical person in like my life on like stuff, and you say things and I'm just like I sort of know what you're saying, like very barely, very very barely, but like almost all the tech stuff you say just kind of like it goes over my head, but like it kind of like kicks me in the forehead as it goes. Like I barely got it. But I mean, like that's kind of how ad block works, doesn't it? Like, because it uses the stream feed, and then uses like it registers when an ad is playing, and then kind of like routes you around it.
At all deserving.
Also, YouTube is getting rid of ad blocker, or like punishing people who use it.
Of what I said, and that was that, you know, if you're a smaller streamer, you know, around, you know, and you can't even hold, you know, like 3 to 5, consistent viewers, then you're not like much of a streamer, and like, and maybe you shouldn't like, you know, have such a big mouth about like ad related feedback and stuff like that when you don't.
Well, I think even if you if you're just a viewer, you have the right to comment on ads. You still all sorts of circumvent. I saw in your face, does this guy speak in English? I used to do all sorts of circumventing for security on sites and ads. I have no idea what gamer he said. Yeah, I don't know. I say I'm the technical guy, right? Like I could probably build a computer. Um, I could not code you anything. I could use Notepad to make a essentially a virus that opens itself and then creates a mass number generating system file that opens itself continuously until your computer crashes. Because me and my friend did that in high school. um, but I don't. Yeah, that's my extent. I programmed a robot once. But yeah, on this, what he's like, I don't like. You're entitled to an opinion, right? Now, I one of the reasons why I feel like a lot he's pretty out of touch on this comment is that like the 3 to 5 average viewers, right? You need that to get affiliate. So you wouldn't even have ads on your channel unless you averaged that. So I like that's the part that's kind of like feeling really out of touch on this comment for me.
Don't really like benefit from the ads because you don't have a lot of viewers, right? Which obviously is like you can insert the fucking meme of the whole room like face palming, you know what I mean? Like that's such a rough, even paraphrasing, like it's such a rough thing to say, you know, just clearly not thought out, not very.
But
like,
a lot of them aren't. So like
out.
here's one like I know I've been in a lot of Twitch channels where it's like the hype train happens and like a lot of streamers are like, hey, don't do a hype train, don't sub to me, don't do this, or they call it the scam train. It's the Twitch scam train. And Asmon, one of the reasons why he hasn't touched his main channel in like a year almost. Right, he doesn't stream it on Asmongold anymore. On Twitch, on YouTube, it's still Asmongold, right? But on Twitch, if you want to find him, he's on Zakrar. And one of the reasons for that is because he hasn't accepted the affiliate on that, which means if you watch him, he's ad free, and his chat doesn't care about emotes, kind of stuff. Like it especially as a small streamer, it's small. Oh my God, especially as a small streamer. Accepting that affiliate offer is both good and bad. You get bonuses, right? You get the emotes, you get different things that can help promote your channel. And you start earning like something, but you hurt your viewership because ads, which ads suck. And I try and do as small amount as I can, but it's as an affiliate, you have to run ads. It's just a fact. And pre-roll ads are the worst thing you can do for your viewership. But yeah, a lot of other streamers, like they're not really they're huge, aren't really out of touch on that kind of thing. But other ones, yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can turn ads off, but you'll get pre-rolls, which pre-rolls are even worse for your viewership. Yeah.
And continued on to say like ads can make up a significant portion of your revenue and those kinds of things. And I made a comment about how like if you're using ad block and you're not subbing and you're not using Twitch Turbo, then you're not really like monetarily supporting the streamer in any way, which is not entirely true because viewers, every viewer does matter. Every viewer does count. And I think I said two different things that like, that made smaller streamers feel really bad, and I want to clarify like what I mean, and apologize. I certainly I don't want to feel like I'm crapping on anyone's dreams. You know what I mean? That's not the point.
So I'm still waiting for the magic words, right? He says I want to apologize, but he still hasn't. I just want those 3 words at any point in this video. That's all I'm waiting for. Just like the last video, I was waiting for him to say I'm taking a break from internet. I'm just waiting for those 3 words. Oh yeah, the reason why you took it is because you wanted emotes. Yeah, emotes are nice. It's one of the things that really promotes your channel and helps you grow, which is like the catch-22 on accepting affiliate, right?
at all. And it definitely came out that way of like, well, you know, you're not a fucking streamer if you don't have a lot of views. And people, you know, the obvious response to that is like, well, everyone starts somewhere. And that's definitely true. And I can explain all the little semantics of the situation, but I think the bottom line is that you know, I made a bunch of people who aspire to what I do, who maybe only ever even turned on a stream because they watched mine. And I say to them, you know, I don't care about your opinion because you don't have viewers, is how it comes out. Like, what the fuck?
Bigger number, better person.
You know, so I definitely earned ire for that. And while I do stand by some of the things I say about like ads and ad blocking and stuff like that, the intention certainly is not to make anyone feel like because they haven't achieved a certain level that their voice doesn't matter, because that's not the case.
If you have the viewership like he did, just turn off ads. Go on a channel that like can't have ads or something like or have pre-rolls. Because if you have that many viewers, people are gonna sit through like the whatever how many pre-rolls probably, right? And then accept a sponsorship and like make some YouTube videos, accept a sponsorship for your YouTube videos. If you have that kind of following and you're worried about money, say screw it to the ads. Yeah. Yeah, pre-rolls is 30 seconds. I mean, like, I wish I could run pre-rolls, but it would turn any new people away. Because then no one would get ads through my whole freaking stream. But yeah, it's it's just the viewer count applies to more than just the ad revenue, right? It is what you can do for like bounties. It's what you can do for sponsors. Like it pulls in way more, and like if yelling at someone to give you money is, I think that's the worst thing that's happened here. Like he's talking about the ads, like you need to support the stream. You like, but that's the thing. You don't need to support the streamer, right? Like just you being there, just you adding to the view count makes more people want to join my stream, which helps me grow. This is a hobby. Thank you guys for showing up. I have a full-time job though, and like I know a lot of people don't, and a lot of people this is their job. Sure, I'd love for this to transfer to being my full-time job, right? I would love to hang out with you guys for 8 hours a day every single day. But like at the same time, like you can't be like yelling at people, you need to give me your money, right? That I think that's like the disconnect that's happening here.
Case. And I also like don't want viewers to feel like just because if they can't sub that they're not like worth anything. And I think for people that consistently watch the stream, of which there are still many, believe it or not, they, you know, understand like there's been moments in the chat where someone's like, oh, you know, I would love to sub, but you know, I can't until payday. Like, sorry, Pyro. And I'm like, I'm never like, oh, dude, like, like brokey can't fucking sub. You know what I mean? Like that would never.
Except you were like that. You can't say you're never like that because we literally have examples of you doing that. So
be my response. It would always be like, dude, don't apologize for that. Like, don't worry. Like, maybe someone can gift you a sub or something. Like, you never apologize for that. Like, that is not the impression that I want to give. And I am an asshole for making people feel like that's the implication. Like, no, I just seem like
I'm just gonna skip through, see if I find anything. I just want to see if he says sorry. We're gonna move on to his next his recent video because this is just gonna be a lot of negativity. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of criticizing until I hear and I'm sorry. But I want to see his new video because it seems a lot more positive.
And I have literally lived with this struggle.
Yes.
And it's just, you know, I don't believe that like I as a person.
Oh, it's the same thing as every apology video, right? It's there's zero accountability. It's
moving on.
It's never just an I'm sorry. It's like you got to give 1,000,001 excuses first. We're just gonna move on. We're gonna see what this accountability video is, right? his if you don't sub, don't watch tweet slowly floating across the screen. Maybe I'll do that because these are going on YouTube, so maybe. But yeah, let's watch this. I would finish that last video, but I feel like I'm just gonna keep being more and more negative towards him. And especially because of these newer videos seeming more positive, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? I want to give anyone and everyone the benefit of the doubt. But it was very so far he's hit the shit list, right? And I want to pull him off the shit list. So let's watch something that seems more positive to see if he can get himself off of it instead of just keep pushing him down further.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Taylor, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about accountability, because I think this is a word that I see coming up in the comments a lot, and you guys in the comments are just completely out of your mind, I swear to God. Some of you are just so crazy. But
he's thinking about all the death threats that are probably in the comment section, because those, I mean, like, I would never do that, and I hope none of you guys would ever do that, but there are people that do that.
I see in the comments people saying accountability.
Meow meow choco chow.
For those who don't know.
Hi Alex, welcome on in. We're watching so you missed, I think you missed us actually going over the apology video. It was a lot of excuses, and we never really we skipped it halfway through to his more recent videos because they seem more positive.
Is being responsible, taking responsibility for something that you've done. I want to clarify something before we get too deep into this video. Let me make this very, very clear. I do not blame anybody else.
Give me a second to turn the volume down because that like redlined my volume.
For my failures and struggles as a creator and an individual. I take full responsibility and accountability for that. I'm aware of my own actions leading to the struggles that I endure. What I think that some of you aren't getting is that I'm not blaming anyone else. You think that me talking about ADHD and my mental struggles, which are very relevant for the person that I am, for the way that I behave, for the bouts and bursts of anger, for the feelings of being attacked and having to defend myself that you guys have literally seen me act upon. It's all me. I'm so aware of that. It's not.
You guys see the irony in that in this sentence, right? I see an LOL in the chat. You guys see the irony in this exact sentence, right? Oh. I was just like, hopefully he comes out of the shit pile, because he's sitting in it right now and he's pushing himself further in. So we jumped over to a more positive video to see if he can crawl his way out. But oh my God, you guys don't understand. You don't get it. But I'm not blaming anyone, guys. Oh.
Even a topic of discussion. When I see people making comments about not taking accountability, what do you want me to do? Am I supposed to die, you guys? Like, what do you... It seems like the internet is kind of you guys want to be, some of you want to be the judge and the jury and the executioner, but you don't get to be that.
No, okay. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for my my pyro apology video? You guys ready? I fucked up. I shouldn't have sent those tweets. And I will try to do better. I deleted my Twitter, and I will not be reactivating it in the foreseeable future. And I'm sorry. Done. There's the video. Print it. There you go. That's the problem, is because you're posting these half-an-hour videos and you're saying, I want to apologize, and not actually apologizing. And then the next 25 minutes is here's why I'm fucked up.
So like
or yes, Alex, let the but you're too dumb to understand. Yes, that's another, like, essentially what he just said, which is like you can't attack the viewer. You can't.
Accountability, the punishment for the things that I've done and said.
Nobody wants a punishment. They want you to stop beating around the bush, and they want you to just say sorry and end it. What's that one old phrase? If you say sorry, but then it's not an apology, right? The instant you say but, it's not an apology. We will do the push-ups.
We'll now begin the push-up
reaction.
section. Ready? Begin.
We're not doing
Down,
it right now.
Up.
Said already happened. Like, you guys, there's no extra punishment to dole out. Do you guys want me to like lose my job as a streamer? Do you want me to like lose my house? Like, what's the end goal? Do I fucking kill
Meow, meow,
myself?
choco
Like,
chow.
what's the end goal for some of you?
Thanks for eating your choco chow.
You know, what do you want me to do? It's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, I can sit here and say all day that it's my fault. I know. I don't think that I've so far said that it wasn't my fault. But this idea that like there's some kind of due retribution.
So like I just said, it's not saying, hey guys, it was my fault. Say sorry. It's the three most important words when you fuck up. As long as you say, I am sorry, and you put a period on the end of it, and you don't say anything else, and then you change your actions, that is taking accountability. That is actually being better. You can't be saying, I know it's my fault. Oh my God, I know it's my fault. Oh. Just say sorry and end it. Yes. But when it becomes a cycle, well, like I said, you have to say sorry, period, and then change your actions. Even if he were just apologizing, leaving it at that, by now, even actual apologies would be losing their meaning. Yeah, because actions are louder than words. I said I was sorry. What do you mean? Yeah.
I don't agree. Like, I think losing followers and subs is the retribution. Like, some of you really want to like watch me burn, obviously, and I don't think that's gonna happen. But I also will say, like, it seems like I have more like people hate watching than actually watching anymore. Like,
oh
I
yeah,
think
probably.
A lot of the people that are commenting on the videos, not everyone, but many of them, I don't think have really even been subbed to my channel for very long. Like, there's really clearly a lot of like just pure hate comments, which is okay. Like I said, I knew that it was going to happen. I mean, it's the internet. But I think what you guys need to realize is like, I'm kind of slowly setting myself free from you. Like, I don't know if you realize that, but like through the process of these
Have a good nap, Donnie.
videos and the introspection and getting to talk about this, I'm kind of like breaking down a wall of fear that's been there for a long time. And for those of you that are trying to throw negative energy at me and disrupt that, it's not going to work.
Yeah, I thought this was positive. It's titled accountability. I thought it was going to be, I need to take accountability, and I'm sorry for my actions and things like that. I thought this was going to be positive. Oh, boy. Yeah. Setting himself free from his viewers, yeah. I'm done with that.